wider range of activities supporting customization.
Hello, Guardians. We're gonna
very quickly, the feedback made it clear that this was the
go to XUR
destiny. Even if our execution
and see where we're at.
and we plainly see that it was not.
Okay. So let's see what XUR has. Okay, Mechaneer's trick sleeves. Now I heard that the highest in terms of points this can go is 63. So this is a 61. Mask of Fealty. Plus 30 weapons. Withering Blade creates stasis crystals. So I'm thinking you would want a spike in melee on this one. This one for Hunter, boost sidearms, especially when you're wounded. I don't know if it really matters for this one, unless you just want to go in on weapons. Yeah, since it boosts sidearms already, I would just lean into that even more and go weapons, 30 plus 30 weapons with this one. So Titans, Peregrine Greaves, bonus damage on airborne shoulder charge. I don't know how that works. I know it's you don't need a spiking, plus 30 in grenade. So I'm thinking melee for that one. I think he used melee energy for the airborne shoulder charge. Icefall Mantle. This, I do have a build for this for my Titan, even though I haven't played on my Titan in a while. But this is Stasis Funnel Blows and your class ability grant Frost Armor. So I'm thinking you can lean into Super or Class for this one. But this one has 0 class stats on it, so it does have the plus 30 on Super though. And then this one, Storm Dancer's Brace, Storm Trance Funnel Blows, grant damage, and refund super energy. So I would lean into the super stat on this. It has plus 30 health, which I haven't seen anyone lean into health all season, so yeah, the stat is in the wrong place with that one. And then this one is Rifts create beneficial secret projectiles. Okay, so this one is perfect, except for the total at 59, when the best you can get is 63. It's a little bit low. And then on the class stat, it's plus 29 instead of plus 30, so it's missing a point from that one. But I've heard some good things about this particular one. So in terms of, I think this one, if you like using assembler, Storm Dancer's Brace, I use this one quite a bit, Icefall Mantle. So Greaves, not so much, and these two for Hunter, not really. I don't use those, so. We've got some Deep Sight Harmonizers for 41 strange coin. Yikes, it's expensive. Lots of Glimmer, but I don't need any of these. And I haven't crafted anything in a while, so I don't need any alloys. Go to the weapons. Of course, you got the Exotic Ingram for 29 strange coins. We have Hawk Moon, Eye of the Storm, which I don't think this is a good one. I don't think so. Cerberus You look at the stats: range, stability, handling, it's all terrible. Reload speed at 35 is terrible. Impact at 33 is actually pretty good for an auto rifle, but everything else, range all the way down even to the reload speed, is not great. So yeah, for an exotic, yeah, this is bad. And then we have Skyburner's Oath, which I used to use all the time. The thing about this one is if you hip fire, like you're not aiming down sights, you just shoot from the hip. This weapon lobs explosive slugs. When you're aiming down sights, the slugs travel fast and straight. When you're firing from the hip, the explosion is larger and applies scorch to the target. So if you're just running around firing this weapon from the hip, you're gonna be triggering scorch on the targets, which is pretty good. Now the weapon doesn't look great, but they do have some good ornaments for it. So if you have, I've got 2 out of 3. I don't have this one, and that one doesn't look great to me, but I do have the red one. And it took me a while, but I finally got this one. This one is my favorite ornament. So the weapon looks much better. So if you don't have Skyburners, definitely pick that one up. And then if there are any champions that you can break their shields with a scout rifle, then you can use Skyburners for that. And then the colony, which I really don't use. You guys may know more about this than I do, but yeah, I haven't used this one very much at all. And then Catalyst, there's a Skyburner Catalyst. When upgraded to a Masterwork, this weapon will obtain enhanced capabilities. So I'm not sure what it adds, but it doesn't hurt to have it. So that's good. And then this Catalyst is Le Monarch, which is a void combat bow, which is very good. So with the Catalyst, it says rapidly defeating targets triggers health regen. Guardians and powerful combatants count as more than 1 kill. Very good. So these are 2 really good Catalysts. So yeah, out of the exotic weapons, I would say this is the one that I would go after if I didn't have it. But that's pretty much it for the exotic weapons. Astral Horizon, it is a Trials of Osiris weapon, but I don't think that... Yeah, I don't use shotguns very much at all. Even with my Titan, I don't use shotguns very much. But I do like collecting Trials of Osiris weapons, and I'm assuming that next year they're gonna bring these into the tier system. So I would just pick it up. If you're like me and you like collecting stuff like that. But downside is you can't even enhance it. You have some normal mods, but there's no enhancement slot over here. So and then we have a Midnight Coup, Zen Moment, Firefly, which doesn't look too bad to me, but I've heard that there are better roles than this. If you don't have one and you don't feel like running, what was that? Was it Beyond Light or Brave? The Brave missions. If you don't feel like running those, then you can just pick this one up, because I do like Firefly on here. And it has stability as a Masterwork, so that's good. This is an adept version of Mira Amago. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Target lock is good. Pugilist, but I do like target lock because this is a 900 RPM. You've only got 37 in the magazine, so yeah, you're probably gonna trigger target lock, especially when you're trying to defeat yellow bars with this weapon, because the impact is very low at 20, you know. And then range, it's not bad. Stability is kind of meh, but flared magwell, you can kick it up to 51. Yeah, so small bore combined with flared magwell can help it a little bit, especially with the reload speed. And then this one does have the enhancements, so you can enhance this one. Once you masterwork it over here to 10, then you can turn on the enhancements, and you'll be able to enhance both of these traits. So that'll make it a tier, I want to say a tier 3 is what this weapon would be, which is not great, but it's not terrible. And plus it's an adept weapon, so that's nice to have. 7 Seraph CQC12. This looks like a mixture of, well, this will be more PvP in my view. Vorpal, a Vorpal weapon is good against Guardians with their super active, and then slide shot. So I think this feels more like a PvP combination here to me. It's got light mag on it, so that helps with the reload speed. And then the barrel, I would prefer the handling, improved handling, and then you got more handling with the masterwork here. Normal weapon mods, but it is not enhanceable. So this would be a tier, gosh, it might even be a tier 1 type weapon. Maybe tier 2, but I'm thinking tier 1. This one, loaded question, I believe I have one of these in the vault. Combination of auto loading holster, Eye of the Storm. It's a high impact frame, so the impact is going to be really, really good. But the charge time at 960, yikes, it's really slow. Handling, you got your normal weapon mods. It's not enhanceable as far as these 2 tiers, so this is not something that I would get. I probably have a better one in the vault still. Another adept. Let's see, we got Vorpal, stats for all. This is actually a double fire, hard hitting twin fire rounds. So I guess every shot you get 2 projectiles for this, which is pretty cool. I don't like these better than the wave frames, but it is adept. I think these 2 are pretty good considering. Yeah, these 2 can sync together pretty well. And then there's spike grenades, that's good. And then you got, I would probably go confined launch, because with countermass, the blast radius goes down. So again, it is adept. I don't know where you would actually get this from. It probably is from a Nightfall or something. Oh yeah, it does look like it's from a Nightfall. Look at the Vanguard logo in the back. So this would be one of those weapons you would get from a specific Nightfall. And I don't even know if that particular Nightfall would be in the game in the game right now. But like I said, I like collecting adept weapons. So we got this one, and we got this one. Negative space, enduring guard, tireless blade, counterattack. Nope. not for me. Plant kicks, I don't know how you pronounce that. Stride, Grave Robber, One for All. This is a 900 RPM. The impact is not great. The range is terrible. If you need an arc machine gun, I mean, it is an arc machine gun, but it does have steady rounds. But the range is terrible. So, yeah, and then One for All with Grave Robber, I mean, reload speed is the masterwork. There's your weapon mods. It's not enhanceable, so I would skip over that one. This one, the Summoner. This is another Trials of Osiris weapon, and I do like collecting these, even if I don't use them. This one has Kill Clip and Heal Clip. This is a good combination. Yeah, this is a really good combination. Now, considering this can probably be a tier 3 weapon at best, but I don't think we have a lot of, or at least I don't have a lot of solar auto rifles. I don't have a lot of these because the ones that they introduced in Destiny 2, it's like a lot of them were not very good. So, but these two perks, these two traits together are really good because and you can use them in sync. So reloading after a kill grants increased damage with Kill Clip, and with Heal Clip, reloading shortly after dealing a final blow grants cure to you and your nearby allies. Excuse me. So yeah, all you do is get the kill, reload, and you will trigger both Kill Clip and Heal Clip at the same time. I would not use extended mag on this because it really kills your reload speed, so I would switch it to alloy magazine. And then it's got corkscrew rifling and fluted barrel. I would probably use fluted because your handling gets boosted up even more. And then you've got handling as the masterwork. There's your regular weapon mods. They are not enhanced, but you do have the enhancement socket, which means that you can enhance Heal Clip and Kill Clip. So this would be a solid tier 3 weapon, I would say, for sure. I'm gonna look in my, hold on. I want to look at my vault. Let me pull this up. Because, let me see. I don't think I have, oh, yes I do. I have one of these. It's not an adept either, but it has onslaught and subsistence. But yeah, I would definitely say, and it's only 17 strange coins. Downside, it's not tiered, right? So you see how I got Choir of One. It's a featured weapon, so you get plus 10% bonus damage in the energy slot. So if you decide to use the Summoner that I just picked up, look what happens to your energy slot weapon damage bonus. It's gone. It's just 0. You get nothing. So if you don't use a featured exotic, or you don't use a weapon that is from this season, you will not get your energy slot weapon damage bonus. It just depends. Like a tier 4 will give you 8% bonus damage for that particular slot. If you use an exotic, that'll give you 10%. I think if you use a tier 3, you get 6% bonus damage. But if you use a weapon that's from, well, it's an old weapon, it's not in the tier system, you will not get any bonus damage points for that. So that's the only downside. But I would still pick it up. I'm assuming that Bungie is going to bring these weapons like the one I just picked up. I'm assuming they're going to bring these weapons into the tier system, but I don't know if they're just going to flip a switch to turn that on, or are we going to have to earn these weapons all over again? So that's a downside. And if the weapon cannot be enhanced, the best that it is right now is like a tier 2, I believe, because you don't have any enhancements here, you don't have any enhancements up here. So I think the best that this weapon is would be a tier 2. Like, see, this one doesn't have any enhancement slot, so I think this would be a 1 or a 2 based on the tier system we have right now. And my guess is they're gonna make us earn these weapons again. So we're gonna end up throwing these out anyway. But just in case they, Bungie decides to flip that switch and just turn a weapon like this into, or bring a weapon like this just into the tier system without us having to regrind for it or wait for XUR to have it available again. So if we pick it up now, they might be able to transition it while it's sitting in our vault. But I don't know if they're going to do that. Now, do keep in mind that a death weapon like this one is 17 strange coins for this one. This one is 41 strange coins for it. So just keep an eye on that. This one's 17, this one's 17. This one in the depth version is 41. So even the Trials of Osiris ones are not as expensive in terms of how much they cost in strange coins. But I guess the only one I would probably use right now is a summoner, and everything else is kind of depending on what you already have. You may have something better than what's here for the legendary stuff. Anyway, that's all I have. And we'll see, next week it will be the last time XUR shows up for this season. And then after Thanksgiving holiday, we'll be looking at Renegades in a few days. So we'll see how that goes. Everybody take care.